Hello everyone, Krydex here. Welcome back to our, what is this called? Foundry. Foundry, pre-alpha, just alpha gameplay, early access gameplay, whatever we want to call it. In our last episode, we got all sorts of things going. We got a nice little conveyor that we can walk under now. We've got Technim rods and what was it called? Tech Xenoferrite plates. And then we've got sort of automated science here. I just have to dump things into these three, and then the rest happens. From there, I do need some more plates, and then I can receive the goodies. Now, instead of receiving the goodies to my inventory, what I should do, of course I'm out of crafting materials now, is receive the goodies directly to the research station. So that's what we're gonna do. Make a couple more loaders and some more belts. And we probably need to extend our little walkway here. There we go. That's better. And so, oh crap. Yeah, this is like completely on the wrong side. Because this is the only place you can input science, which is kind of in the way of my walkway. So I might move this whole thing. Hopefully it's movable. Otherwise I'm going to have to spend the resources again. Which is fine. It gave me a research lab back. But is that not the whole thing? Yeah, I think that's not the whole thing. Okay, so we actually want the loaders on the back there. And I'm going to give myself a little bit more space. Did it build? Nope, it did not. Okay, cool. So I have to spend the resources again. You do not get a refund. No refunds. Wait, I do get them back? Oh, you do. Okay, it just didn't show up, in the list of things that were refunded. So I assumed it didn't actually give it back, but it looks like it did. Now, what did I do here? This is, bad. We need, like... Here, can I... Yeah, oh, see, this is where the free build thing comes in handy. There we go. Oop. Click and drag, and then we can actually get something going here. To there. And then this one to there. Okay, and we like a walkway of 2. Beautiful. Get rid of this thing. It is impinging on my factory. Do not like. Okay, click that. Finish. Bam. Okay, that wasn't bad. And now I can unload all the science from the things. Put that on a belt. We need a lot more belts. Oops. Shift click does the same thing as Factorio, which is not really what I wanted. Just want a decent amount. And then we will bring the stuff back to here to be loaded in. This is another instance where I kind of want to go up or down. You know, I could go underneath. That could be a better way to do factory stuff. Underneath is pretty cool looking. But that takes some work I don't want to do right now. So for now, I'll just leave it, and then we'll load in. Intake. Bam. Okay, so now I don't have to deal with throwing science into this doodad. Perfect. It'll automatically come out the back. And this stuff has run out. No, it's just slow. Slow as molasses. Got it. This one needs junk and stuff. Is this rate not fast enough for... I guess I should look at the rates. That's 40 out. And this is 20. Oh yeah, I need two. I need 2 of these. So this third one's literally not even doing anything. Okay, cool. Well, I will deconstruct it then. If you're not going to do anything, you're not going to exist. That's the rule. Excuse me. Oh, I need some batteries. As our napkin math showed us in the last episode, 2 should be enough. So I'll make 4 to make sure. And we need to connect these to the high voltage grid. Oh, they are 3x3, so they're not... Or is that 2x3? Looks like it's 2x3. So not tiny, not huge. We'll kind of go in this direction. Gosh, you know, I hope this game either already or eventually has an upgrade where when you're building foundations, it automatically removes the one square detritus, like this, just without having to do anything. That would be a nice quality of life thing. Okay, so let's build some batteries. Bingo, 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 bingo. Expand this a bit. I mean, at this point, I might as well... Oh, I'm out. Fresh out. Okay, so then grid connections. Can I connect these to each other? No. I have to go to a power pole. You know, one of the best things Satisfactory did is making it so that it automatically builds power poles if you go to build a power line. Is that what this is doing? Yes, okay. Then we're good. For a second, I thought it wasn't doing that. It is. Okay, we'll connect up to here. This one connects to these two. Oh, no, 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 no. Disconnect these two. Connect these two. And then we will connect those, which they are, and then finally connect these. And get rid of this dumb tree. And now the batteries should be a-charging. There it goes. Beautiful. And we have 1,000 megajoules to get us through the night. So, grid stats. Okay, so I'm guessing, yeah, our biomass generators will not provide power to batteries. And it looks like we prioritize the transformer first, and all the rest goes into batteries. And so solar panel-wise, I might need a few more. Let's go craft a couple more Soli boys. I keep hitting E to leave this menu. What does E even do in this game? E bindings. E. Switch tablet mode right. And that's all it does. That seems like a really bad hotkey. So, replace with E. Yes. Switch tablet mode right can be B for all I care. That seems like a poor default choice for binding. Like this thing that you don't need to do very often at all is bound to Q and E, the closest keys to your fingers. Yeah, now I can hit E to close that. That just makes way more sense to me. Way more sense. Okay, let's load up our science doodads. Maybe I should craft my solar panels first. I don't know how many more I'll need. I'll do 4. And then I need some more power poles. And I won't need more wire for a while. 50 wire is a lot. It doesn't seem like it's like Satisfactory where you use a bunch of wire per power pole. It's like 1 wire per wire, and the power poles don't even use wire. Okay, so continuing the solar field. Now, the solar panels don't need to be on the thing, do they? I think not. I can just build these wherever, right? So I could just have like a solar field somewhere. Nope, we need foundation. Gosh dang it. Solar panels feel like the kinds of buildings that it would make sense that they could be off foundation. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe there's a good reason for that I don't yet understand. But that one kind of would make sense if you could go off foundation. Oh gosh, do I really have to do a mining spree? Ugh. Do for now. That does mean, first order of business. Can I access research, first of all, with a hotkey? Yeah, G. There it is. Mining drill speed. Start with that. And, second thing is we need to turn off auto climb for now. Okay. So then I can just do this. Minecraft style. And yeah, I definitely need to... Green block shattering very fast. Let's see if that's a little better. Yeah, that's a little better. Okay. What do we got going on? Sand does not fall. Probably nothing falls, if I had to guess. Yeah, that stuff just makes it impossible to see when you're tunneling. Okay. Extend. Check. Solar panels. Wonder if you can build solar panels underneath a foundation with like another foundation higher up. So technically it like shouldn't work because you're blocking the sun, but it still works because it's a game and doesn't understand actually how sunlight works. I would imagine that's how it goes. Alright, power pole. We need a power pole for every three? No. A power... Yeah, because there's 5 connections, so we need to connect to the power pole before and the power pole after. So that takes up 2 connections. And then we get 3 more. I think 5 is a very good number. To be honest, the satisfactory number is 4 for your tier 1 power poles, and I think that's far too small. Because you only can connect 2 buildings, really, per power pole. And that's not very many when you think about it. So this one already has 4 connections because it's connecting back to there. So we need 1 for these 3, and then 1 for the next 3. Which I guess can go behind it instead of in front of it. Place. Okay, and then power you. Power you. Connect to you, you connect to you, you connect to you, you connect to you. I think that's good to go. And of course we're out of sun already, but for the next day that'll be great. And then the batteries are discharging. So we are going to need... I don't think that's going to be enough. So I need to go fetch some biomass for the night. Probably 100 should be enough. In fact, for the whole night, I'm guessing 50 is enough. So we'll just get a couple more trees here. And then split those stacks here. Alright. Oh, what did I do here? Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. For some reason I thought the walkway was here. It is. I should turn those around. That's why... Okay, so I'm not as stupid as I thought. I was wondering to myself, why did I put these power poles in front of the... No, I did put them behind the solar panels. And then I put the other solar panels the other way. Oh, the things we do. The things we do. Manage inventory. Okay. Alright, so that should get us through as soon as the batteries run out, which they're going to run out soon. They're already down to 59 megajoules. And how's science doing? Looks like we're out of the xenoferrite here. What are we looking at for amounts? We're doing okay. Alright, so let's fill that up, fill this up. You know, the nice thing is we can barely reach these things from over here. I think it should be maybe slightly further, but I don't have to jump over that, technically, to get to it. Okay, so what do we got going on for research? We got 22 packs. So, what's it telling us to do next? Oh, we finished all of the basic guide to life. So, I want lights. We're gonna do that. Because I'm tired of how dark it is at night. I want this place to be lit up like a Christmas tree. And I'm also realizing I probably should have built up higher. Even though it would be annoying because the visuals of floating, I'm going to have to dig out every single tile here. So I should probably have a second level to my factory back here and go up. You know, like... Is there a way you can go up? No, there isn't. I guess you can just do that. So like building up here on that Z level so that I can go over the entire kind of whatever you'd call this. The sand dunes, I guess. So like this can be over here. I may need to move that. That'll just be a placeholder for now because I want stairs. Stairs up. Press X for midair. Aha! Oh, I didn't know you could do midair with free building. That's cool. Well, thank you for that. And we still need 5 more packs, so... Yeah, I should start automating more. I'd like a faster conveyor. Was that on my research list? It's not. Conveyor 2 requires... Oh, I need my doodad. My doodad hickey. The splitter daily. And then I can get conveyor 2s, which are twice as fast, which is nice. And then I can get 4 smelters worth off of 1 ore line, which is nice. Okay, so I need another machinery parts assembler. Here, idea has been had. Let's extend this a little bit. Okay, 9. Leave a walkway there. Oh, I need 1 more. Lights! Lights are complete! Okay, there they are. So they don't consume a ton of power, which is nice. I'll put these on like another tab, I think. How light do they get? Oh gosh, that is garbage. Are you serious? That's all the light they make? Oh man, I am gonna complain about that. These should have a light radius that is like 3 times, maybe not 3 times, but I mean, look, I'll turn off my flashlight. That's all they give. So if you want your factory to be lit up, you have to place these like every like 8 tiles everywhere. Yeah, maybe you get better lights later, and so those kind of suck on purpose. Can I search? I cannot search, I don't think. Lights 2. Yeah, that does exist. But only wall lights and ceiling lights. Yeah, I think just this light pole should be better. I am not massively happy with this. But it's better than nothing, so I will build them. And I will not complain too much. I do need more stuff. What am I doing? Oh, I hit E to try to open the container. Now I'm confusing myself. You have to click to open the container. That is a bit confusing, for sure. Okay. Yeah, I mean, like, that light over there doesn't even get to here at all. Yeah. Not a huge fan of the light radius here. Not a huge fan of the light radius. I think, like, it should reach maybe another 4 tiles at least. Because playing the whole, like, oh, I have to place down 80 lights just to be able to see at night. Not my favorite game. Not my favorite game. But at least we've got something. Oh, structures are blocked by power lines. They enforce power lines in this one. Interesting. If it's only one line of code, then I will. That was a very easy mod to make in Factorio, I will say. Very, very easy. Okay, so next research probably should be the conveyor distributor. And then what I was trying to do before I so rudely interrupted my own thought process here was make more than the amount of machinery parts I'm currently making. So I'll take those. And we need one more. Ta-da! There. And then this. Alright, so then we're gonna kind of get rid of these for a second. I guess Control Z is probably easier. How did I go down one? That's weird. Did not intentionally do that. Alright. And it didn't deconstruct these, because I guess technically they're not in that light block. Gosh. See, like, it's pitch black right here, even though there's a light right there. Oh, it's so annoying. Can I build this on top of that? I mean, I can. It just doesn't function. Oh, sad. And, like, building it here, I guess, won't get in the way. Maybe that's fine. I'll just put the loaders on the right side. Now you're in a weird place, though. Okay. So, loaders. We're going to have 2 outputs for the machinery parts, and then input, 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 and I'm out of loaders. This will be an input. Bam. Okay, and then belt. Just all the way across. And then you are machinery parts. Let's try that copy thing. So I do V, and then control right mouse button, control left. Oh, control right mouse button. My brain said it would be shift right mouse button for some reason. Strange. Okay, then we'll copy that there and there. Okay, cool. That's helpful. We also need the pipette tool with middle mouse button for sure. I assume that's been requested already and just hasn't been coded yet. Easily annoyed. I don't know if easily annoyed is the right word. I get annoyed by certain things. You know, I mean, it's just like I feel like the light poles are, you know, for how bright they actually are, this should not be pitch black right here, you know? I don't know. I'm not, like, deeply bothered by it, but we are playing in alpha, and I think it is our job to provide good feedback. Now, why? Uh-oh. We ran out of biomass, it looks like. I need to set up solar panels for that other one. That's what I'm doing. Light pole right here. There we go. Okay, now this, I need to throw a bunch of junk in, but I don't even have a bunch of junk. Do I? Yeah, not really. Okay. So we need to go fix that other thing. Let me make... How many of these am I going to need? I don't really know. 4? 5? How long is nighttime? Because their average output is going to be roughly 150. And if I have 3 minor dealies, I think 4 is going to be safe. And then we said... What was it? For the nighttime, it was... Oh, shucks. We said it was about 700 seconds. So we take... Oh, I could lead poles over. That's probably a better idea. How dare you be so smart? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I always need more solar panels, so we'll still use those, but that is a far better idea, Dave. Far better idea than what I was thinking. Yes, I like that. I do need some more resources, though. I might run out. We'll see how long the power poles can get. Does it tell me here? Max connection rate 16 meters? We might be able to make it with 7. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's like, if this was the finished game, I might complain about it a little bit, but then move on. But since it's an alpha, it feels like the right time to complain, if that makes sense. Because, like, in an alpha build of a game, you really actually want to think, how can I complain as much as possible? Not in an annoying way, but in a sense of, like, if it bothered me when it happened, it could be a good time, you know, to mention that, because it could be something that's easily changed, and then no players will get bothered by it. And so I think it is one of those things where, like, yeah, since it's an alpha, you kind of want to complain as much as possible in a weird way, especially the first time you try something. If the first time you try something it doesn't go as you thought it would, that's a really good type of comment to leave for a game dev, because that's the kind of stuff that usually frustrates players the most, is when you get something or you unlock something and it doesn't work the way you thought it would. So, yeah. That's why I mention a lot of these things, is because I know, you know, the game is still early in development and there's still a lot of changes to be had. I'm not, like, saying it's a bad game, you know, because of these things. Alright, and now we can come over here, and then I'll remove this one, and then connect this up to that transformer, and I guess we'll just have an extra solar panel over here. It's already here. Might as well leave it. And now I'm still out of power? Oh, because the only power is low, so the low voltage from over there can't make it over here, so only the solar panel and or batteries can make it over here, which is fine. There's also... No, sorry, it's only the transformers that have a maximum. I think power poles can carry infinite power, but transformers can only contribute a certain amount, which is 5 megawatts, which is a lot. Way more than I have right now. Way more than we have right now. Excuse me. Okay, so this is rolling again, it looks like. Good. We need it. We need that big time. Okay, now, why is that light still on? Oh, do they just always, they're just always on, I guess? Who knows? Okay, so now our power is charging up. Good. We are still not at max. I wonder when what sun angle is the max. These would be the things I would have to measure to plug into my Factorio solar panel calculator. The nice thing is it would work the same way, because the formula that I have set up accounts for different potential ratios of day, night, and different night lengths. So we could get that all set up. That might be something I do at some point. Let's start plopping things in. Oh gosh, we are so out of these things, and I only have 9. Yeah, it is definitely time to get more. Unfortunately, I can't get more until I have tier 2 belts, or I make a whole nother belt. First thing I can do, though, is I can set up enough mining drones that we will be able to get more. So let's get some foundations built over here. Ooh, that's a good point, Dave. Only if the angle increases linearly. I'm going to assume it does, but that is a very good point. It might not. Now, here's a completely random question that I just have to know. Can drone miners mine underneath an overhang? So, I'll show you what I mean by this. So, if I were to build a drone miner essentially on top of this, can it mine back underneath itself? Answer in... oh, well, no answer. To get an answer, I'm going to remove this one. Because I don't have the resources to build another one. So the answer... Oh gosh, this is like really hard to jump on top of. The answer seems to be yes, if I can get the angle right. Yes. You can see the blue is touching... Oh, I can hit X. There we go. Yeah, it can mine underneath itself. So, because the thing I was worried about is, like, what if, you know, what if I build... In fact, I guess I can't quite tell, but, you know, what if I build the foundation over these blocks here? Will that mean that those blocks never get mined? And it looks like the answer is no, they will get mined. But if I keep building the foundation forward, they may not be able to clip through foundations. So I might need to leave a little gap, like a hole that they can fly down through. Those are things I can always discover later, of course. Let's see, Control Z, click here, click, and we're done. Okay. So, foundation. Ooh, I don't want free building mode anymore. Fill that up. And then I am hotkey spaghetti all over the place with this game. And oh gosh. I do think that has something to do with maybe some hotkeys that could be improved. But I haven't really given that quite enough thought yet to have answers on how it should be improved. This one I do know that the inventory button should also open a container when you're looking at one. At least that's my opinion, because that's how a lot of games work. So it just kind of makes sense. You know, I get some free Technum rods from this, so I should probably take that, because it isn't quite fully utilized by this, and actually this is probably close to being backed up anyway, so I guess it's not quite there. What was I doing? I guess we need research first, and then we'll work towards tier 2. So... yeah, we'll just load up that with machinery parts, and then load these up. I think these are mostly loaded up already with Technum. Yeah. Yeah, those are all full with Technum, so that'll last a while. And then we need this guy running on machine parts, but I don't have any more Xenoferrite. There's a little bit. 4 more research packs worth. And how's power? Are we charging pretty good? Yeah, we're at 50% at noon. Is that good? Is that enough? Well, I guess I don't really know how much we're using. Oh gosh, this... okay, that's the other base I see now. This is our total. Is there a total for low voltage grid, I guess? I guess we can see here if we kind of take the difference between 3 and that's these two added together. I wish there was a total, a way to like sum up everything to the left direction here. Like what is this, both low voltage grids added together? Doesn't quite look like there's a way to do that. So I just have to subtract this. So it does look like we're using about 1.3 megawatts. And then again, times 700 seconds of night means we do need probably this full gigajoule of power. So I'm going to need some more batteries soon, actually. I may already need more batteries. We also need to build these other solar panels. Ah, so many things to do. Now why do I still need 9? Haven't we... Oh. Idiot. These aren't connected up correctly anymore. Not free building mode. That one's not connected, and this one's not connected. I was wondering, like, how we still had 9 science needed, because I knew I had put in enough for at least a few. That's better. Alright, grab some xenoferrite, and go to town on some machinery parts. And then I would like another battery, which needs a few more of these. There we go. Yay! Conveyor distributor complete. Now, does this need to be on Foundation? It does. Okay, and this one is the one that hooks up to the other network, so I do need... You know, I should put power poles on my thingy. Hotbar here. Wait, what? Oh, that one's already connected. Duh. Okay, good. So that'll give me a little bit more charge. It does look like it sees all of these as part of a whole. Like, I think it essentially just adds all the accumulators together. So, like, as soon as I added that one, the charge of all these went down. It just counts as, like, one giant battery, basically, which is fine. But Factorio actually has separate accumulator charges if you add one later, because it has a max in and out per accumulator, which I guess isn't really necessary to some level if it's all part of the same grid. I've never really in Factorio had the accumulator max input or output be a big deal, at least not in reasonable use cases. So I feel like that's actually one feature, quote unquote, that, from Factorio. I don't know why I put that in quotes. It is a feature, but it's one design choice that I don't actually think is necessary in Factorio. Okay, so 3 more should be enough. Yeah, because we thought 3 was pretty much enough for a full belt, so 7 should be enough for a double speed belt. What's the yield last minute? Yeah, that's at 64. Oh, I never hooked this one up. That's important. Gosh, the belt spaghetti is real. Maybe I should just side load a very straight belt. And then that can carry on its merry spaghetti way, or no? Maybe I do this. And that'll just side load, that's fine. And then this one can be removed and side load here. Can you side load like that? The answer is yes, that works fine. Okay, and then you go away, and ta-da! Okay, that's gonna be a lot simpler. Set things up. And then load... Oh, gosh. Keep running out of these. Yikes! More loaders! Okay. Let's ditch a couple things. That's good. Alright, so the next research is definitely going to be Conveyor 2. Needs 50 packs. Alright, so first order of business is get this one working, and then get the new ones working. Not that they'll have any effect right now, but they will once we have the Speed 2 belt. Okay, and then output. Alright, so that should be all the ore I will need for quite a while. And once we have a Speed 2 belt, we'll get to reap the benefits of that. For now, we are still slowly getting enough for the machine parts here. So we're still going to need about 200 more of those things. The xenoferrite plates. I can grab the extras from here, and then the extras from here. And I probably have a bunch, right? Yeah, I've got over 400 technoferrum rods, and these are mostly all full with a full stack, almost. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's an interesting choice. You know, again, this is one of those things that, like, not a huge deal, but in my mind, it could be balanced a little better. To have the science packs cost more xenoferrite, considering you're already using more xenoferrite for most of your building materials, it makes sense to use more technoferrum, or sorry, technum rods, for the science pack. So, like, switching this to be 8 and 10 rather than 10 and 8, I think would help players quite a bit. To kind of, you know, if they have like one belt of each, it'll feel a bit more balanced. Okay, I'm tired of this corner. Let us fix this corner so I have more room to walk. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. I apologize. It is true, Factorio, but with Factorio, you need far less than a full belt in the beginning, so I don't know if that kind of matters as much, because, like, if you have a full belt of iron, that is plenty for a long time in the beginning, whereas here, you know, I would need to set up 2 belts entirely, you know, so it feels like a little bit trickier, because I don't want to have to set up a whole nother belt. I could mine more and smelt more, but I would need another belt for that. So that's the piece, I guess. Which I will need a second belt eventually, so I'll probably just do that, but what I've learned here is that if I do a new game in Foundry, I should put my base closer to the xenoferrite, because that's the one you need tons of. And we will only need 1 belt of technoferrum for quite a while. Ooh, they mined down 2 blocks over here. Look at them go. Alright, we'll see if this gets us through the night. See if my napkin math was correct or not. Looks like we're using, yeah, about a megawatt. 1.2 even. So we expect this to be running out about the same time our solar begins. I guess we will find out if that is, in fact, what happens or not. Hey, Wally. Yes, we are still at it. We're having fun. Can't stop now. I'm going to split this so we can go a little faster here. So then we've got plates on both, which is very nice. Fun to watch. I think that is the very satisfying thing about games like Satisfactory and you know, Foundry that we're playing, and what else was I gonna say? Dyson Sphere Program a little bit, But just watching the items on the belt is very, very fun to watch. And the Dyson Sphere program is tough because the items don't look very interesting. A lot of them are just boxes, and it's not quite first person. And I think this first person view of belts is pretty fun. Yes, very mesmerizing. Exactly, it's fun now already, and I haven't even seen the cool parts. Okay, and we are just manually doing this, so I don't know why I haven't set this up yet, automated-wise. Wait, what? Oh, again. I keep hitting the inventory button to select that menu. Okay, so what I'd like to do, as a slight change, is build... We haven't even built one yet. One of the splitters. So I need some plates for that. I'll just build 4, because I'll need them. And then, yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out kind of a better method. Maybe all the power stuff will be on a separate menu. And this main menu will be for, like, foundations and conveyors only. Because we're going to want this... Oh, you can't drag it from there. We're going to want this somewhere on the hotbar. Okay, so what I'd like... And these look like Factorio splitters, which is nice. I'm not a massive fan of the Satisfactory 4-way... You know, you only get 1 to 3 splitting or 3 to 1 merging. Not having 2 to 2 kind of is not my favorite thing, to be honest. Okay, so what I want to do here, we've got a belt coming out of the plates, and I'm going to split that. So I think I can do that here. Maybe. Or I guess I could split it here, and then that would allow for... Yeah, Dyson Sphere program does a really good job because it lets you pick... Oh, you can turn them on and off, that's funny. It lets you pick, essentially, if you want something to be an input or an output. And it has different shapes available. Though in Satisfactory, you wouldn't really need different shapes, I guess. You could have one that's an elevator up and down, and it has entrances from the side. That could be cool. I don't know. Just thought. So this belt, I'm guessing I can't... Let me test. Can I put a loader... No. Okay, so this loader would need to be here. Oh, crap. I don't... I'm 1 square short. Okay. Well, that's annoying. Should I just go to the right instead? Yeah, we'll just go to the right instead. Okay, so just kidding. Deconstruct that. Face to the right. Do the splitter. Splittery doohickey. And then we need 1 more tile, and then that's the loader that goes in to my logistics chest, which is here. And then the other half will come over and be given to science, which goes to here. And then I won't have to hand feed anything. Intake. I do need a couple more of these. And I guess I shouldn't build right in front of the panel because then it's at my feet. So these power poles were a bad idea. Or, sorry, light poles. I am cranky about the limited amount of light, for sure. Okay, so then I'll have to figure out somewhere else to put light poles. Yeah, and they don't really look great just in the middle of a, you know, giant floor, but I guess that's what I'll have to settle for. Alright, and then this connects to... Guess it needs to go this way a little bit. Because we can't turn a corner on an intake, so we need one there. So then the intake is there. Oh, again. Oh, that's fine. There and there. And then we'll move this one to the left. Deconstruct that. Alright, cool. So that way we will not have to do quite as much. Oh, what am I doing? Welp. I am doing a 5 dumb. How it feels to chew 5 dumb. So the problem here is that I just completely forgot what I was doing. 3 minutes ago I had it right in my head, and then I just did the wrong thing. What I'm actually trying to do is connect this. I need more belts, by the way. I'm trying to connect my xenoferrite plates to go make machine parts over here. And then somehow I ended up with trying to plug the xenoferrite stuff into the science, which is not correct. So this can go here. And then I'll need another ramp. Wish these were a little steeper, I think, personally. Or we had little elevator doohickeys. Maybe you get those later. So we will turn to the this way. Go up. Or what if I went down? Maybe I'll try down. But I'd have to go down 2 squares. Well, let's try it. So this one slope down, and then I will need another slope down. To go all the way underneath. And how close, oops, how close can these clip? Can this go? No, this can't go there. Okay, so that's all I get. And I can kind of get stuck in there, but that's not too bad. Okay, and then, so we gotta get back out here. So it goes underneath, and then it comes back up with this one. So 6, wrong way. Okay. I'm out of slopes. Ooh, priority switches on distributors. That sounds neat. Okay, connect that up. And then I believe I can place, yeah, right there. Oh, what just broke? Oh, did I run out of power? No. Was my napkin math horribly wrong? No, it's fine. We're still good. We're still good. My power pole just went out for a second. Maybe because I built a foundation near it or something. I don't know. Okay, yeah, I like the look of this a lot better than a Skybridge version. Just feels a lot cleaner to me. Which is nice. We'll build our little 2 around that. And then maybe I can do railings once I have them around those little downward dogs, as I will call them forevermore. Coined a new phrase. Okay, so now we're finally doing the thing we meant to do. Half of our plates are going to make the machinery parts to make science. I will still need to manually feed the technum rods. Ugh. Yeah, I am going to request an option that the deconstruction happens immediately. I wonder if that's the same setting. Let's find out. As the block shattering. Let's find out. Oops. No, it's not, actually. So yeah, I would actually like the block shattering to remain on very fast, but I would like deconstruct shattering, it's maybe not the right word for it, to be completely off. Because it makes it visually just really hard to see what you're doing when you're deconstructing a lot of stuff. Okay, sweet. So it's not a ton of plates. And, okay, input priority. Oh, that's so cool. And output priority. So it's basically a carbon copy of the Factorio system, except for there being 2 lanes of items. There's only 1 lane of items here, but still pretty great. You know, the thing that I miss that none of these games have done yet, to my knowledge at least, is the ability to do forced ratios, which Factory Town has. The mergers in Factory Town letting you force a certain ratio is something I very, very much miss. Now, I broke this. Hold on, what's going on here? Did I not do this right? There we go. Is that right? No, that's the first one. Hold on. It's the second one that I want to be going on to here, right? Now I've gone and confuzzed myself. This is the one going to building blocks. That one's going to building blocks. So the first one, yeah, this is correct, is going to the rest of the stuff. And then the building blocks one will eventually back up, which it looks like it has, because my building blocks have backed up. Hey, Conveyor 2 is complete. Yes. Okay, so now we're going to need to make a bunch of these, which is going to take a little while for handcrafting, but I don't really care. And then I need, what, 4 of those? And that should get me the ability to have twice as much of our xenoferrite, aka copper. At least it looks more like copper, and the other one looks more like iron. Spaghetti, it's not horrible spaghetti yet, at least not belt-wise, but yeah, the buildings are pretty spaghetti everywhere. Okay, now these are still discharging. And it looks like my napkin math was close-ish. I think we were underneath 1 megawatt of usage. So around 1 megawatt did take around 700. So I think basically take my average power draw, multiply by 700, and call it a day. And if I want to be safe, I think the safest thing is take your average power draw and just take it to the next scientific unit. So if your power draw is 3 megawatts, you should have 3 gigajoules of battery storage, and you'll be good to go. Now, that doesn't say how many solar panels you'll need. I'm imagining solar panels give an average output of... Oh, well, yeah, I wonder when they hit 100% output. Because these are probably going to be far worse, because you can see here, you're losing 30 extra degrees on the angle. So 60 to 120. Oh, that's helpful, Wally. So 60 to 120. So that means only 1/6 of the day is full power. And if 0 power starts, so from 15 to 60, so you have 45 minutes going from no power to full power. 45 minutes, 45 degrees, sorry. So with 45 degrees, oh, 15 ramps from 100 to 300. That's even more confusing because it doesn't start at 0. So if it goes from 100 to 300, that means it averages 200 for 45 degrees plus 45 degrees. So that's 90 degrees at 200 and 60 degrees at 300. 90 times 2 is 18. I mean, 18 with a 0. I drop zeros a lot in my head to make math easier. So you've got 18, and then 6 times 3 is also 18. That's kind of interesting. So you get 360 total, basically degree kilowatts is a way to look at that. So I'm gonna have to think about how to translate that into uh, total power. I'm watching it if it's linear. So far, it looks pretty linear, the kilowatt increase. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, break. 1, 2, 3, 4, break. Okay, the break was a little earlier, probably rounding stuff. But it's like 3 and then a break, or 4 and then a break, seemingly at the same rate. So I believe it is linear on that. So again, so for the day, which is 360 degrees, we average 200 kilowatts for 90 of it, which is essentially 50 kilowatts average for the full day. And then we get 300 kilowatts for 60 degrees, which is 1/6. So 1/6 of 300 is also 50. So these produce an average output of 100 kilowatts. Exactly. Assuming that that is correct. Also, I'm still crafting those conveyor belts. So it's good I took a math detour because we needed some time to craft things. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 over there. I probably should build a couple more now that I have that information. Yeah. Let's build a little platform up here where we can just throw some solar panels without having to dig out the world. And I think I have a couple, right? Yeah, I have 4. Get those popped down. Walkway of 2 seems, well, yeah, I'll leave space behind them for, we'll expand this by 1 for power poles. Not that power poles need to go on foundations, but I think it looks good. Okay, so then power pole, we said was going to go on this menu. Oh, I don't have any. Eee! Well, we need to go get some more ingredients. And then, yeah, I think we're going to try to get the thingy upgraded, the belt, the big belt, to tier 2. And then that'll probably be a good place to end the YouTube video. And, wow, we have a lot of Technum rods. Oh, you know what I need to go do is refill my science, though. So I'll take all of them, actually. Give me all of your Technum rods, please. Okay, so you, fill. That did not use as many as I thought it would. Yeah, we definitely have Technum rod overflow syndrome. I'm gonna cancel those and add them to the back here because I need some more power poles. Oh, and I didn't grab the plates. Very important part of crafting everything under the sun. Alright, so a few more power poles. I just fell into a hole. And then a few more power lines. Okay. I guess I just need some stairs here. But at least if I do this, I'll be able to not get stuck. Alright. Power pole goes here. Bam. 1 behind every 3. Nice and balanced, as all things should be. That'll connect to that one, actually. And then this one connects to all 3. And this one connects to here. This one will connect to that guy. Perfect. Alright, so that should get us a little bit more power. Make sure we've got enough. That's 400 kilowatts on average, I think. If my napkin math was correct. And that is worse than Factorio, for what it's worth, I think because the nights are longer. In Factorio, you get an average output of 70%. In this game, you get an average output of 33%. So, ratio-wise, max versus average is way worse here. But that's because the night is actually a reasonable length. Factorio has a crazy short night length. Crazy short. Now, can I upgrade belts? Is there an upgrade mode to this thing? Because what I'm really wanting right now is a Dyson Sphere program style. Click on the belt in a certain way. And it just all upgrades as much as it can. Oh, thank God. Yes. That's amazing. Now that's the kind of quality of life that I love to have. It actually worked. Okay, I do need more slopes, I guess? Oh, my inventory is... bad. Let's get rid of sand. Okay. Wait a second. There we go. And I guess we should queue up the inventory size research. Yeah, 8 more slots is going to be a big help. With extra building types, you really need those extra slots. Okay, so now we need to upgrade... Oh, yeah, I thought I only had 4, but I have 3 more than I thought, because I already had 2 over there. Or 3 over there. And these craft 1 at a time, so 1 more. And did that do it? Yellow, yellow. Another thing the game needs is ability to tell what kind of belt it is from the underside. I should be able to know this is a yellow belt without having to like jump up and look at the top. So that's a small thing that would make quality of life very nice. Because that's how satisfactory. Count the dots. That's too much though. You should be able to tell from a distance, you know, from like way back here. I should be able to tell what speed of belt that is. It is good if the person's thinking about it, but there should be a clear, either like the actual model itself is a different shape, which is what Satisfactory does. Like the walls, the little railings on the conveyor belts look different for every tier. And then the belt surface itself looks different. You know, a different color would be fine, but just something. Okay, sweet. So that's fully upgraded. It still will only be halfway utilized because, well, I only have 2 smelters. But we can expand our smelting operation to be much, much better. Maybe I'll do that over here rather than in this area. I could move these back, and then I can send in like a full belt of plates, which is going to be awesome. So that's all very good. Very, very good. And yeah, I'm going to put away some of my rods here because I don't need this many. But yeah, for those of you on YouTube, I think I'm going to call it an episode here. This seems like a good stopping point. And as always, let me know what you think about Foundry down in the comments below. And thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time.